Insecurity, something that right now a lot of families are dealing with in the area.
Definitely, and it's not just families though, Dan. College students, which didn't think of, they can eat, who are often on their own, sometimes for the first time, might find themselves worried about where their next meal is going to come from.
Amanda Fay joins us now live from the Falcon Food Pantry. More on the help that's available on campus. This is a neat program, Amanda. We had a story about it yesterday, and I was really intrigued by that because so many students are really hungry.
Absolutely, Dan. I mean, if you remember when you were back in college, we used to joke that we lived on ramen noodles, right? But it's really the reality of the situation. And it's so great that there is a resource here available to students at Bowling Green State University. And I am joined now by the director of the pantry here, Shannon Orr joins us. This is a great little center you have here.
Awesome. Thank you so much. We're really excited that we're able to provide this resource for students who might be going through some tough times once in a while.
Yeah, absolutely. And you have everything covered. Talk us through, what students can find here.
Yeah, so students can come and shop for a bag of free groceries, hygiene items once a week. We have everything from canned goods, we have frozen meals that have been recovered from the dining halls, we have diapers, we have pads and tampons, pretty much everything a student could need we have.
So hygiene items too, and that stuff is expensive, right? And it's just one more thing that, adds up to those expenses that the students have. So how does it work? How can students take advantage of this resource?
So any Falcon here at BGSU can come to the pantry once a week. There's just a short little intake form that they fill out. We give them a reusable bag that we hope they return, and then they are free to shop and choose whatever they want. So our stock changes constantly. So every week we have different things. Sometimes we have eggs, we have milk, yogurt, and a constant supply of canned goods and non-perishable goods as well. Sometimes we have produce. So students, every time they come, will get something a little bit different.
So do you rely then on those donations? Does that, depend on what you're going to have here on your shelves?
Yeah, we are really lucky and thankful for all of our donors. So we have people who make financial donations, people who do food drives for us. We're also a partner with Feeding America. So we're able to get food from the Toledo Northwest Ohio Food Bank as well as Seagate Food Bank in Toledo.
It looks great here, and I see, back in the way corner, and we can talk about this on our next time around too, but you even offer some resources and information to the students on, hey, what do I do with this food now that I have it here?
So I have this amazing team of interns who are students here at BGSU who are volunteering their time to work in the pantry, and one of the students put together some kind of recipe guidelines for students to how to cook and how to use some of the ingredients that they might not be familiar with, so students can scan their QR code and get some cooking ideas.
Some great information for the students, as they're learning all sorts of things here on campus. And, just real quick, about how many students here are you helping on a regular basis?
So we actually serve about 1,000 students a month. So, sometimes students come every week because they're just going through some really tough times. Maybe they don't have families that are able to support them. We also serve a lot of international students, and it's tough being an international student, in today's economic climate. And then we get lots of students who just come once or twice. They're just going through a rough spot, and we're here to help.
Yes, very good. And this is in case we got students or parents or grandparents or somebody watching who needs to tell a student here about this, where is this located here on campus?
So we're located right in the center of campus. We're in Central Hall 109, one of the highest foot traffic buildings right here on campus. And we're open Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays.
Okay, great spot to be in. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. And coming up in just a few minutes, I'm going to talk to some of the students, some of the interns who are working here in the pantry about this experience. And that's coming up in just a few minutes. Tatiana and Dan?